Let's talk about that. What is that mission? What is the storyline?
Well, I just always wanted to be a light, even as a little kid. I just always wanted to make someone happy and just always being a voice and effective. And what really drove me to do this was everything I've been through, from being bullied and from people just talking about me, and then just so many things. But then God took me through so much, but then He showed me that He's with me through everything I faced. And my mind is just blown from everything that He's done for me. He's just amazing.
He is. He's so good. And I think what people forget is I know when I was 15, I was also learning about God and exploring who he is, but and I was also had a mic and was testifying to that. But there was like shadows of situations that were unfolding in my life. There was secret places, there was secret parts of shame that were associated to me. And so talk to us about, how do you fully walk in the light and not let culture actually shift and shake who you are as an identity piece?
Well, I have three things for that to actually say about that, because it also follows in with your identity as well. So here's what I'm going to say. All right. First of all, stop following everyone around you, what they're doing, and being influenced by the world, because instead of following what everyone else is doing, you have to be you and be set apart. And number two, remember what God says about you through his word, and relying on what God is, who God is. And third, using affirmations. That's number one for me as well, because you're building up your self-esteem. You're declaring things over your life. And even though you may feel weak sometimes, you have to say, I am strong, I am confident, I am successful. You have to keep speaking over yourself in order to build up that self-esteem. And that's how you're able to be a light. That's how you're able to be effective, when you start to shift your mindset.
That's awesome. And y'all, she's coming right out the gate with some tangible tactics. I hope you guys have a pen and paper out. I love the affirmations that you shared, because it's so true that out of the heart, our mouth speaks. And sometimes we have to control our mouth and our mindset and understand that the affirmations you might not really believe yet. I am confident. I am strong. And so how do you help people understanding that, not just saying the words, but then following suit with them in action in order to make them be true? What do you do in order to parallel the two?
Well, at first I didn't believe it myself, so I just kept speaking it, where it become repetitive to me, where I was like, okay, I don't believe it right now, but I'm going to keep speaking it over myself until I believe it. Even though it may not look like I'm this yet, I will be, because I'm called to it. So you have to really just stay focused on it and really just keep being persistent with it until you believe it.
It's good. And I think that that's almost like the planting of the seed on the fertile soil versus planting the seed on the rock, where it actually can't do anything. And so the mustard seed of faith allows something beautiful to grow and emerge from that. And when you think about that in association to, you're a high schooler, and do you go into high school on a consistent basis and see like brokenness? Like what is that experience like? I can't even fathom being in high school connected to social media and all the outlets that you guys have, from an access or a almost like that depression component.